As we come near the end of our liturgical calendar, the Church presents to us in our liturgy today what is called eschatology. Now, this seems like a big word for all of us, but we need to throw this out there because this is an important part of our Christian life. Eschatology mainly refers to the contemplation of the four last things in the life of every person: the reality of death, the final judgment that all of us will have to pass through, and the reality of heaven and hell. In our modern society today, where endless possibilities of pleasure and enjoyment and fun are presented to us in varieties of ways, it seems absurd to speak or even to think of these things. And one can easily dismiss these four last things as another one of those church stuff, which are old-fashioned. Unfortunately, or perhaps I should say fortunately, our human experience of sickness, of cancer, and physical death always reminds us and even forces us to consider these final things that await us. In fact, it is to our advantage to think often of the end of our pilgrimage, so that all of our life can be put in its proper perspective. To know where we are heading is important. Otherwise, one becomes a random wanderer and spends his or her journey in life meaninglessly. Consider our first reading this Sunday. The story of the martyrdom of these 7 Maccabees brothers and their mother is extraordinary. Why would they endure such horrible torture and suffering when they could have easily chosen an easy way out? Their lives could have been spared if they had just renounced their faith to the living God. They could have enjoyed their lives together as one happy family. But would they? You see, faith does not only help us to be enlightened, where is our destiny, but more importantly, faith helps us to see that our true happiness is to live with God now. Not later in heaven, but now, today. This is why when we speak of eschatology, death, judgment, heaven or hell, these realities for a Christian is already present now. This helps us already to be guided in our daily lives now. The faith that these Maccabees brothers professed with their death is the same faith we profess in the celebration of the Eucharist when we say, I believe in the resurrection of the dead. Heaven or hell is not about reward or punishment. That would be a very simplistic and moralistic understanding of such important realities. No. Heaven or hell is the guarantee of our freedom. They are not a place of reward or punishment, but a permanent state of being with God or not to be with God. You see, it boils down again on whether we have relationship with God or we don't. This is why heaven or hell is something that we already experience even now. Saint Teresa of the Child Jesus said, I will spend my heaven doing good on earth. Brothers and sisters, in this 32nd Sunday of Ordinary Time, we are reminded not only to be aware of the last things of our lives, but more importantly, that even today, we can begin to taste the joys of heaven by growing in our relationship with the living God. God bless you all, and happy Sunday.